Yo guys, what's going on? Eli back with another video. Today we're going to be looking at how to not get scammed buying sneakers. So I've actually been scammed twice myself. It's really shit feeling, and you feel like, you know, you don't want to do anything anymore. You just want to stay away from it, but don't give up, guys. There is tips and ways to not get scammed, and make sure you're safe out there, meeting up with people and also buying online, which happens a lot through Instagram. I myself am an Instagram seller currently converting to an online store, but you know, there's so many people on Instagram just doing sales like this, so you don't want to be one of the guys like I was that got scammed, okay? So we're going to go through a few tips, about 6 to 8 tips on how you guys can not get scammed, because I don't want any of y'all to get scammed. I want you guys to get your sneakers and be happy with your purchase, all right? So when you're talking to the person selling the sneakers, first thing you want to do is make sure they've actually got them in hand, because a lot of people that are scamming, they'll actually take other people's pictures that haven't tagged their pictures. So they've just taken a pair of sneakers from someone's actually selling, and they just send you the pictures. They seem legit. They're convincing you you're new into the game and you just want to buy a pair of kicks and you think you're getting a great deal. Little do you know, they're about to ship you a stinky pair of used TNs with dog poo on them. So guys, first thing to not get scammed buying sneakers is you want them to send you tagged pictures. So I'm going to show you an example of what that looks like. Now you can see that I have my Next on Kicks business card there, because that is what I do on Instagram. I sell sneakers there, and I use that logo, that little business card, as my tagged pictures. Some groups, they actually need your name and location, so I'll show you another example of that. Once you see this, you can now know that they've actually, they've got the shoe and they're having to write their name or their Instagram or something like that, so you know it's okay. Some scammers will even get other Instagrammers to write their Instagram and use their pictures still. So you got to be super careful buying on Facebook or Gumtree or some of the other local selling platforms, okay guys? So you got to be really mindful about that. Not everyone is out there to scam you, but if you do get a shady vibe or you think it's too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. So just take these steps into precaution and you'll be fine. You won't get scammed. You won't lose any money, all right, guys? I can promise you that. So just make sure you listen up. We got a lot more to go through. Make sure you get the tagged pictures. And if you even can get the ID, obviously they'll block out some of their details, but if you get the ID, it is even better, because you know, you can see who they are, what they look like and whatnot. Okay guys, so that's the first one, tagged pictures, very important, okay? That's a good way to start. If they're not tagging the pictures, something's a bit weird. If they're hesitant on sending you tagged pictures, you know, okay, this guy's been a bit sus. He's not sending me tagged pictures. Maybe he doesn't have the damn shoes, you know what I mean? If they're open saying, oh, you know, they're in transit, they're not in yet, just say, okay, no worries. Let's just wait until they're in hand and I'll get some tagged pictures then. Yo, number 2, no bank transfer or friends and family PayPal payments if you don't know the person. Okay guys, this is super, oh my gosh, so many people could have kept their money like me, but you guys, if you don't know the person and the deal is super good and you're spending over $300, you want to make sure you're doing it through PayPal invoice or PayPal goods and services. Okay guys, if you don't know the person, you just met them on the internet and they live in bloody Perth or I don't know, Wyoming, you want to make sure you use freaking PayPal invoice or in goods and services. Okay guys, don't bank transfer them, because they'll simply block you or wait a day so you can't even make a claim on your bank account, and they'll literally send you a fake tracking, a postage tracking. They'll send you a fake one and you'll be sitting there like being a spastic, think you haven't been scammed, but in reality you actually have, and they've got your money. Turns out they've actually sent you a fake tracking and they've got your money, and you're sitting there and they pretty much block you after a day or so, make another fake account, and they just continue on doing that, man. They're terrible people, super desperate guys. So they're just taking advantage of, you know, either people who are new to the hobby, people who just are really keen to get a pair, and they're kind of like blinded by the love of the shoe or love of the clothing piece, and they're just kind of like, oh my gosh, this is awesome, because they play on people's emotions and they're predators. They just want to get your money and then they're out of there, you know what I mean? So you gotta be very careful guys. So no PayPal, friends and family, and no bank transfers, no Cash Apps for some of you US people. I know I have a bit of a US following, so no Cash App, none of that stuff. you want to make sure you do it very carefully, and you want to make sure that you know the person if you're going to be doing bank transfer, or if you're going to be doing those apps that are like instant transfer or friends and family. Make sure you've done business with them, or they're a reputable seller with references, which I'll get to a little bit later in this video, okay guys? Another one, guys, you've got to play into a bit of research yourself, because if you're looking at a shoe and you don't know if it's fake or real, that's on you guys. You got to do some more research into the shoe. Now, if you get the pictures, he sent you tagged pictures, which is a good sign. He's a pretty nice guy, and you can see his Facebook or profile isn't looking really dodgy. That's a good sign. So there is an app called Check app. You can download that. A lot of people are using it at the moment, especially in America. So download that app. You can pay a very, very low fee and you get tons of credits. So you just get the pictures that it requests on that app, and then you can put those through the app and get a legit check actually done prior to meeting up, which is freaking awesome. You can also get the seller to do it if they already have maybe done it. If they're a good seller, they'll maybe have either a receipt or a legit check receipt. If it is a big purchase, like if you're doing $1,000 plus sale, you're gonna have some kind of proof of purchase or proof of legitimacy. So look out for that. That's really one good thing. Or if you're buying a pair and your friend has that pair, compare the two pairs. Make sure you're buying something legit, because if you meet up with them and you don't know what you're looking at and you think it's real, but it's actually fake, and you pay them cash and they've just deleted their Facebook and it's just some rando, and they've traveled an hour to get there, probably not gonna get your money back, you know what I mean? Dodgy communication, if they're being super sus, one-word answers, not really wanting to communicate with you transparently or being friendly, it's a massive turn off or away from the business for me. Because I don't like, how they're kind of talking to you, no respect, because, they don't really respect you at the end of the day if they're going to scam you. But you also have to be on the other flip side. Some scammers are very, very good at talking their way and making you think that they're your friend, but in reality, they're just going to stab you in the back and take your money. So be very, very careful. Be very, very wary of this, guys. If they're a bad communicator, some people just are. They don't know how to communicate very well over social media. But, if they're not doing anything we've already talked about, they want friends and family payments, and they don't want to send you tagged pictures, and the floor is different in every bloody photo. It's just a bit sus, it's a little bit sus, So be very wary about that, guys. You want to have strong photos, not dodgy looking photos, good communication with your seller, and good messages, okay guys? Another massive thing to keep in mind, guys, most good resellers will have a reference post. So you can see everyone that they've sold to, they've got all their reviews on that reference post. So just ask them simply, hey, do you have a reference post? Or, don't ask them, can anyone give you a reference, because they'll probably just send you to one of their mates who's also scamming, or some fake reference. They'll send you screenshots or something like that. They should have an actual post, or like some kind of review section where you can look at and you can see, other people have bought from there. Or if your friends bought from there, they can also refer. That's the best kind of thing, word of mouth, because it helps a lot of people from not getting scammed. Now, guys, I know a lot of you operate just doing cash only. So make sure when you're meeting up with someone, make sure to not do, stay away probably from transfers, because sometimes what they'll do is you'll be there with the shoes. They'll say, oh yeah, no worries, I'll just transfer you. But they'll transfer you, they'll leave with their shoes, and then they'll call their bank and they'll actually stop that transfer. So you've just given them their shoes. Again, he's coming from bloody whoop, and you've also he's taking back his money. So you've lost your shoes and you don't have any money. So you're pretty much double screwed in that situation. I've had friends that it has happened to. These scammers, that's all they want to do most of the time. They just want to get your money and go. So not everyone's a scammer. As long as they have references and they're part of the community, you should be sweet most of the time. And I will leave you guys with some parting words. If it is too good to be true, then it probably is too good to be true. Please have a think about that. Please use common sense, and don't go out there and get scammed thinking you can buy off-white Prestos for under retail just because they were worn once. Not saying I did that, but my scamming stories, I might elaborate that in another video if you guys are interested. They are pretty in-depth, well, at least one of them, and it was actually by the guy who'd been scamming for years, and I was a newbie, and of course he took advantage of me as well. So I can go into that in another video if you guys like, but yeah, It is a crazy world out there, so be careful, guys. And if you follow the tips I just gave you, you will be fine, okay, guys? And make sure, like, don't go into a deal, maybe you're feeling weird about it, or if it's too good to be true, ask a friend, ask an adult, ask somebody, okay, guys? Just ask, please. I don't want you to lose your money, okay, guys? Because tough times right now, nobody should be losing money, all right, guys? Everyone should be getting along well and, you know, doing good business. So without that, if you guys can subscribe to me, that'd be awesome. Leave a like, it really helps the page and video grow, and also comment if you guys have other hints. Help each other out, go and help each other out. Leave your stories below if you have been scammed. I'd love to hear that. And like I said, subscribe to the channel, family, and we'll be back probably next week or next fortnight with another banger video for you guys. I appreciate all the love and support, and I will bring up more YouTube videos for you guys. I'll speak to you later. Peace, guys.